Alright. I am so frustrated. I'm very unhappy with the WWE, with Monday Night Raw, with the Elimination Chamber, leading to WrestleMania. I don't know what the WWE is thinking. I think they're all insane. I think we need to fire creative. I think we need to start all over. I think I can write a better Raw, SmackDown, WrestleMania than all of them. But then again, why would they listen to the fans? We've been rooting for people like Daniel Bryan to be in the main event and win the World Championship. But does that happen? Oh no! Instead it's, I challenge you, Triple H, to WrestleMania. Well, why would they do that? You know, instead of Triple H challenging Daniel Bryan for WrestleMania, it's gonna be, Daniel, we're gonna have you challenge Triple H because the WWE Universe will get so mad that you're not in the title picture that, you know, we gotta make it that it's your idea. So Triple H versus Daniel Bryan, WrestleMania. So many disappointing things here. Hi, this is Rick from rickswrestlingblog.com and welcome to my video and welcome to my rant today. So, I've been a wrestling fan for many years, since the mid-80s, 84, 85, something like that. So, hey, I've seen a lot of things go down, but WrestleMania is your Super Bowl of the year. It's the best wrestling event of the year. Then a SummerSlam. But still, the Monday Night Raw after the Elimination Chamber should be the best Raw of the year. Why? Because it sets up WrestleMania. Your Super Bowl of the year. You're setting it up. And don't get me wrong, it's not that it was a bad Monday Night Raw. But it was not at the level that it should have been at. Hey, it was great to see The Undertaker come back. It's great to have The Undertaker and Lesnar go at it at WrestleMania, which, honestly, is your main event. Is our main event. I want to see Undertaker and Lesnar. But, if I'm being real, I really don't believe that The Undertaker would lose to Brock Lesnar. One part-timer losing to the other part-timer. Your legendary guy to have a legendary streak to lose it to this. Did I introduce myself? I don't remember anymore. Anyway, well. Hey, okay, so Randy Orton versus Batista. Randy Orton versus Batista. I expected Randy Orton to win the match at Elimination Chamber, and that was great. He won, and that's great. But it's a little frustrating to see how the WWE pulls it off. You know, Kane takes out Daniel Bryan, and the Wyatt family takes out John Cena. I didn't want to see John Cena in the main event, but I really thought it'd be more interesting because if you have Orton versus Batista, that's just blah. It's boring. Okay, Batista has not been impressive since he's come back. He looks very rusty. He's smaller, and I don't know. He's out of sync, and he hasn't really adjusted to the fans booing him yet. But now, that's our main event for WrestleMania. I'll tell you what, Randy Orton's getting cheered now while Batista's getting booed. But why? Why would they leave that? Okay, let me see. Maybe when they negotiate it, because supposedly when they negotiated this contract's been, I guess it was a while in the making here. So maybe part of the contract was, hey, we're going to give you a run at the title. Or hey, you're going to get a chance to headline WrestleMania. Whatever. But will they turn him heel? Because honestly, he'll be much better as the heel. But will they? No. At least not yet. Why? Well, he's got a movie coming out. We can't let him be a heel. He's got a movie coming out. That could affect ticket sales or something. You know, we don't want to, be any, do any negative things towards his character. You know, we want to sell tickets. You know, weak. I'll tell you what. I'd go watch the movie, and it has nothing to do with him. That's just because I'm a superhero fan. I love my superheroes. And I'm going to watch it whether he's a heel. I have got no interest in seeing him in the movie anyway. It doesn't really matter. I just want to see the movie. So anyway, by the way, the preview's looking pretty cool on that one. I kind of like that. So, different story. Anyway, so for whatever reason, they're not going to turn him heel. And it's going to be, you know, Randy Orton as the heel, even though he's getting cheered over Batista versus Batista. But what I'm nervous about is will Randy Orton lose the title to Batista and be our next World's Heavyweight Champion? Not good. I don't like it. Anyway, hey, Daniel Bryan's not in there, so he's gonna... of course, they want to make it his idea that he challenged Triple H. And why? Of course, they got to do it that way, because if Triple H came out and said, well, I challenge you to... No. Because the WWE Universe will give them such a backlash, saying, no, we want him in the world title hunt. We want him to be the next champion. He should be headlining WrestleMania. So now it's going to be Daniel Bryan's idea. Do you hear that, Daniel? You see it, Daniel? It is your idea to challenge Triple H. Okay? Don't you dare go for the world title. Don't you dare headline WrestleMania. Don't you dare. Why am I talking to the doll anyway? So I'm a little frustrated and off my rocker, I guess, a little bit today. So, but I don't care. Okay? What does the WWE do when they lose? CM Punk. Chicago. Hey, we're here. We're here in Chicago. This is Chicago. Alright. I haven't seen you around. Not in quite a while. And I felt a little abandoned, to tell you the truth, when you left. But kind of miss you. And, you know, but I got to be honest. I really do think that if you would have been at WrestleMania, they would have had you challenge Triple H anyway. So it would have been you and Triple H. I mean, you weren't going to be in the title hunt anyway, right? So that wasn't fair. That wasn't cool. They give it to the part-timer, right? Let Batista take over the, you know, that main event status. Yeah, talking the toys. Alright. Wish he was back, but I'm saying that we won't see the last of him. Anyway, Randy Orton, Batista, Daniel Bryan versus Triple H, John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. Hey, is it my imagination, or did Bray Wyatt really climb that ladder fast? He did, didn't he? I mean, Daniel Bryan was wrestling for how long? CM Punk was wrestling for how long? When you fight John Cena, you're pretty much a main eventer. Alright? And don't get me wrong. I like Bray Wyatt. I like the Wyatt family. I'm a fan. Cool. And I watched him in NXT. Great stuff. The guy can cut a promo. Maybe the best speaker in WWE right now. Hey, but wow, did you move up that ladder fast? That was pretty cool. I mean, the Shield, none of them are main eventing, and they were there longer than you. They're doing great, but they're not main eventing. Well, hey, is the WWE short on bad guys? You know, I mean, there's a lack of creativity. There's another against the WWE creative, right? Hey. Anyway, John Cena, Bray Wyatt. You know what? Bray Wyatt's been doing great. He beat Daniel Bryan in a clean match at the Rumble. It was a great match. I think it was, you know, candidate for match of the year. But should he be going against John Cena at WrestleMania? Alright, anyway. Hey, Undertaker and Brock Lesnar are the best thing that they got going for WrestleMania right now. That's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. I think it's going to be a fun match to watch. I don't see The Undertaker losing this match. I see Lesnar going down for the count and The Undertaker's streak continuing on. The only thing is, how much longer can The Undertaker wrestle? I mean, he's getting older. So, and since he's old, he seems to be wrestling now once a year. I don't know. We'll see. But let's talk about what some possible matches could be going on here for WrestleMania. Things that it seems that the WWE is leaning towards. Not that they've made anything official here. And by the way, some of those matches I mentioned, they're not even official yet. Like Daniel Bryan and Triple H isn't official yet, but you know they're going to do it. And John Cena, Bray Wyatt, yeah, that one wasn't official yet either. So, you know, but they're probably going to do that one also. So anyway, you know that the Real Americans have been having some issues. So what are they doing? Are they building for a Cesaro versus Swagger match? We've got to be honest. That'd be boring. Don't get me wrong, Cesaro is a great wrestler, but Swagger just is a little boring. But have you noticed that they both have taken on Big E Langston? And Big E was defending it, well, actually I don't know if it was a title match, him and Cesaro, but it turns out that these guys just, you know, I have a feeling it may be a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship, but somehow Cesaro and Swagger are probably going to go at it at WrestleMania. The Usos versus the New Age Outlaws. I honestly don't want to see that match again. The Usos should have won the match the first time. Why are they stretching the Outlaws? But to really make it interesting, I think they should put in the Brotherhood. I think it should be the Usos versus the Outlaws versus the Brotherhood. Because it doesn't look like they're going to do the Cody Rhodes versus Goldust, which is great because I was against that from the beginning. I don't want to see them fight anyway. But they're still an awesome tag team. And I think if you put these three together, not that the New Age Outlaws would put on a great show because they're, you know, they're not going to be as great of wrestlers, especially now. They're not in their prime anymore. But the Usos and Goldust and Cody Rhodes can put on a pretty good show. Then the other one that looks like they're leaning towards is probably more of an AJ Lee defending her title against Tamina. Which really makes sense because who else are you going to defend it against? Come on, the Funkadactyls. The Bellas have had their shots. Natalya. I mean, Summer Rae and Emma are not built to that level where they can take on the champion yet. So, hey. Anyway, but we got a lot of questions, though. Like, for example, are they breaking up the Shield or not? We know that we see the tension in there. But to tell you the truth, I don't want to see them fight each other. I would like to see them take somebody else on. I mean, there's so many other people you can still put them in there to wrestle against. People like Sheamus, who probably has nothing going on right now. And who knows what their plans are for WrestleMania for him. Alexander Rusev. What's Alexander Rusev going to do? When's he actually going to show up? Because, by the way, I keep seeing the promos. I saw him at the Rumble, but he wasn't anywhere near the Elimination Chamber. And I haven't seen him wrestle yet. But it'd be pretty cool to put him in there somewhere. And, you know, I guess, well, really the last one that kind of bugs me the most is with the Shield. You got Seth Rollins, you've got Dean Ambrose, and you've got Roman Reigns. And three, well, especially Seth Rollins, who's just a master at wrestling. This guy is awesome. And Ambrose isn't too bad, and neither is Reigns. But you talk about wrestling skill, Seth Rollins. I would love to see Seth Rollins and Cesaro go at it. Just a nice one-on-one technical wrestling match and just go at it. Anyway, hey, WWE, they've just been, I don't know, just disappointed. The Elimination Chamber looks like they took it and they decided that we've got these two great matches, the Chamber match itself and the Wyatt family versus the Shield. And that's a great match, and it was. Match of the night. The Wyatt family and the Shield, they were awesome. But you just carried the whole pay-per-view on two main matches. Because although I love the Brotherhood, against Axel and Ryback, did anyone really think that Axel and Ryback had a chance to win that match? Yeah. I don't think so. Titus and Darren Young. And don't get me wrong, I wanted to see this match. I did. But it was boring. Now, thank goodness they didn't start chanting boring, but I mean, it was boring. It really was. Batista, Del Rio. You talk about a sleeper. In fact, we talked all the way through the match. I'm sure Batista won. I know that you know that we're gonna let Del Rio win it, but especially when the guy he's gonna go against the guy who's headlining WrestleMania. But you know, they throw in matches like this, and this is one of my concerns too going after WrestleMania, especially with the WWE Network, which I have. I have signed on. I'm in. But does that mean that the WWE doesn't have to push their pay-per-views like they used to? So instead, they can just focus on 2, maybe 3 main events, and then just fill in the rest with mid-card matches? One of my main concerns. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of room in WrestleMania right now to do all sorts of stuff with it. Because as far as I see it, there's really only 4 matches that they have technically scheduled, unscheduled. But I think they have so much room to put in some good matches. And I'm a little concerned that they may not put them as good. You know why? Because Randy Orton's defending against Batista, that's why. Yeah, that's your main event. So far, the only match I'm looking forward to see is The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. And I can already predict that winner. At least, my opinion, of course. So, anyway, hey, this is just me ranting about the WWE and what they're doing with their creative and how they're being stubborn to not want to listen to the people and change anything. So, I'm having a hard time with that, especially being a diehard fan for so long, paying full price for these pay-per-views all this time. And, hey, great for this network because, it's $10 a month, but I want to see some good quality matches. And I would, if we're cheering for something, normally the WWE will give us what we want. But, my guess is that there's a lot of political things going on behind the scenes. And so that's a little frustrating. And I'm hoping that this Triple H versus Daniel Bryan, I hope it's not because Triple H wants to be in the main event in WrestleMania. I'm hoping that he's, big enough that he can sit it out and only be in there if he really has to be in it. Because, to tell you the truth, Daniel Bryan better win this match. He just finished losing at the Royal Rumble. He technically lost at the Elimination Chamber. And now he's going to take on Triple H at WrestleMania. Well, I sure hope that this isn't a Triple H victory, okay, to postpone this or push this even longer, whatever. I really hope that Randy Orton retains the title. I really hope Daniel Bryan beats Randy Orton and becomes a champion. And, I really hope that the days of Batista as being a face are over and that he turns heel. And so, I've got a lot of hoping, a lot of wishing. But at the same time, I'm still enjoy the wrestling. Get frustrated by it sometime, but hey. So they have a lot of time to fix WrestleMania and to get us interested in it. Because right now, it's looking pretty lax. Not looking too sharp. So we'll see. I'm expecting the greatest show. Hey, the addition of Hulk Hogan, that's cool. That's cool. But he ain't wrestling. So if he's not wrestling, then well, he's a great speaker anyway. So we'll see what the WWE has in store. Hey, subscribe, okay? And I won't promise that you won't hear any of my rants again because yeah. Can't promise those things. Alright, hey, listen, thanks for watching. This is Rick from rickswrestlingblog.com. Hey, visit us on our website and like us on Facebook. Alright, thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.